guys, I am Chris Kaler.
And I'm Amber from Kyuujin Cosplay, and today we are back at you guys with Hunter x Hunter episode 113.
Yes. Last episode, you got basically a shower of arrows, dragon something it was called. The attack from Neferpitou and Killua's grandfather.
Yep.
They hit the palace hard and they hurt Komugi.
Shit. Oh shit.
So when they arrived in the room where she was, they saw her hurt, and then they saw the king taking care of her like he loved her. They were not expecting this from a monster they were supposed to kill.
Nope.
So it's, it shook them a little bit, and the king asked for Pitou to take care of Komugi and heal her while he took care of Neferpitou and the grandfather outside. So they're going out there to fight.
This is gonna be rough.
Yes. Meanwhile, you got Knuckle and Meleoron fighting, what's his name? The Chimera guard. Youpi, thank you. The Chimera and Youpi. Youpi has apparently an infinite amount of mana, so there you go.
Which is gonna be... Knuckles' attack gonna be useless against
Well, I mean,
it.
Knuckles' attack can maybe help, but it's gonna take forever. Like, you can't just use that. They'll have to do something else, and especially considering that their whole strategy relies on Meleoron basically keeping his breath. So holding his breath, we will have to think of something else really fast. But yeah, they are fighting Youpi right now, and they're realizing just how bad this could go. So we'll see if they change their strategies and if they manage to do something this episode. And that's pretty much where we are.
Yep.
So let's jump in this episode and see the rest of the attack. All right.
First of all, I am scared because I know for a fact that right now Gon is believing that we can still save Kite. But we know that he's not alive.
But when it comes to Kite, it's what happens after that's dangerous. For now, he's gonna go all in facing Neferpitou. We know that he's gonna get a boost of power from his anger. The worry is, Neferpitou is strong. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a hard battle, but I'm pretty sure Gon could keep up eventually. I think he's gonna be able to keep up. What I'm scared of is how much of himself he's gonna lose, and how reckless he's gonna be in that fight. Because we were saying earlier, with Killua, helping Hikarugo. His instincts, basically, his heart to save his friend is what pushed him to completely go out of the plan for a second, and he was scared about that. In this case, I feel like how it happened could be dangerous, but what he did was still good. But with Gon, if he follows his heart and lets it be consumed by anger, he might become reckless. And in this case, we will have the kid who's willing to blow up an arm, or be hurt like crazy, or sacrifice a friend, it may be, in order to get what he wants. And we've been there before with him, except he was in the game, or, Killua was aware that he was going to be sacrificed for his goal. So it worked out in the end, for Gon, but now it might not work out. So it's always something that worries me whenever we go into a fight like this.
This is risky.
Yeah, if he lets his anger control him, and he is blind to strategy. Although we have seen him mature, and he's been able to control himself a lot more these past few episodes. Facing Neferpitou, I don't know how he's gonna be, but we have seen him control himself.
He has a grudge against Neferpitou, so
he's been better at this in recent episodes than he used to be, and I feel like he might surprise us once more, because he was crazy mad before, and he still managed to strategize against Knuckle. He was desperate and he managed to strategize, stuff like that. So I won't just write him off as, he's gonna lose it and he's gonna be controlled by anger. Although that's a possibility, I think he could still surprise us. So I'll leave it for the next episode, or the next few episodes where we see him fight. I do think that eventually we'll need maybe assistance or a friendly voice somewhere, in his head to bring him back down. Yeah, an anchor would be great. Maybe after the fight, because I don't know if he can not one shot, but do a 1v1 with Neferpitou at this point, but he seems to be willing to do it, so...
I don't know if he can go
I don't know.
1 against 1 with Neferpitou, but what I'm scared right now is we know that she's technically healing Komugi.
It could change things.
It could change things, but if Gon go in there and he's just focused because he got tunnel vision. So he goes in there...
Yeah, I know, but I was saying earlier that, he's been better at this in the past few episodes. So tunnel vision or no tunnel vision, he's still managed to surprise us and show some strategies. And, the plan has started. He knows he's there to face Neferpitou. His anger could have taken over hours ago, and he still managed to follow the plan and stay cool about the whole thing. So he's a lot more mature now than he used to be. So I have faith that he's not going to just blow it, but it could go wrong too. So it's a balance. Like, I'm not certain that it could go, he's going to go crazy, and I'm not certain that he's going to go completely cool.
Do you think that maybe the fact that Killua decided to kill those guards might cause problem in the future because
he won't be there.
He won't be there, but it's also the fact that now we got that wolf camera hand who knows that they got a traitor amongst their ranks.
Yes, that's the thing.
Because if he didn't move and didn't kill those guards,
he would not have blown his cover.
Yes, and Ikalgo would just have run past the guard maybe without any problem.
Maybe that's why he says, you owe me one, because he knows, like, Jesus, kid, you just blew my cover. Now people are going to ask me questions.
Maybe that's why, yeah.
Maybe. But, okay, I can't completely blame Killua for helping out a friend. It's true that Ikalgo is in disguise, so he should have been able to go through these guards without an inch, anyway, without a problem.
Any problems, yeah.
And he kind of blew up the cover. I can't blame him because we've been saying for a long time, that Killua losing a little bit of his coldness and what made him an assassin and becoming more of, a friendly person, a social guy, someone who makes friends. That's great. We get to see him live. And so now that we have an actual proof that he's getting there, we can't really blame him. It has screwed up a bit Ikalgo's part of the plan, but I can't totally blame him. It's true though that, especially for an assassin, everything has to go, perfectly right. He was so hell-bent on saying, we can't stray from the plan, but the plan is already, a bit different than what it was supposed to be. You adapt, you adapt and you face the music and you go with the flow. That's what you should do. And if you're too focused on that one plan that you set for everyone and it doesn't go, the way you wanted it to go, you might be stuck. You might be shocked and you don't know what to do next. So he can't focus too much on his mistake here, and he's got to just move on. Rejoin with Gon, do your part of the plan. Trust that Ikalgo is going to take care of the rest. I don't know what that wolf is going to do. I'm not sure how it matters, because honestly at this point everyone knows they're here. Everyone is fighting everyone.
For example, their plan do not succeed. They do not kill the king. They do not kill the guards. They're thinking that maybe they can still use Ikalgo as a spy in the intern. But that wolf knows that Ikalgo is not with them, is with the guys.
If they don't succeed, it's over.
Yeah. Okay.
If they don't kill Medvedev, it's over.
You're right, yeah.
So Ikalgo is not gonna do shit. He's there to find Palm. So, the wolf could be a threat for Ikalgo, but that's about it. Like, everyone at this point knows that they are intruders. Unless he goes to get help, but he's really hell-bent on being the only one that knows about this. He wants to do things himself. So his pride is basically working against him, because he won't go and ask for other chimeras to show up. He could have told, Chitu and that other chimera, like, that guy's an imposter. He's not doing that yet.
True. Sorry, I'm so tired.
It is a bit late. If he does that in the next few episodes, then yeah, Ikalgo is in trouble, and Chitu and that other chimera will maybe fight him, and that will not help in finding Palm, which, by the way, we still need to find her. Hopefully she can help.
Does she need to be rescued?
I don't think so.
Or not, yeah.
They never mentioned that, they found an intruder. The guards never found her.
She can handle her home, so yeah.
I just don't know where she is. Nope. Anyway.
Okay, I want to talk about Pouf or Shia, same guy.
Oh my god.
He's
going through an
his
existential
life
crisis.
Yeah.
But the thing is, he loves his king. He's really intelligent. He's very emotional. He adores his king. But as a guard and as, an intelligent chimera, a guy who knows, what his job is supposed to be and what the king's job is supposed to be, he knows what his king should act like and his instincts. And I think it could be the human part of him, but he's starting to doubt his king. He's seeing how he's acting with Komugi, and he's like, you're not acting like the king I was made to support. You're basically the opposite. You're showing respect to a human. You're caring for a human. Like, you're being weak. So this goes against everything he was supposed to protect him, and it's fighting his own instinct, because his instinct is to protect that king, but he's also realizing, maybe through his human eyes or something, that king doesn't really deserve to be the king he was born to be.
I don't know for you, but what I just said gave me huge vibes of like the king is for Pouf, some sort of celebrity. Imagine you're
It's the harsh reality.
the harsh reality that the one that you idolize and look up onto is completely different from what you dream on and expect. So
it's basically his adoration and his realization that it's not exactly as it was supposed to be. Both of these sides of him are fighting each other, and he doesn't know what to do. And like right now, he's blaming himself for this doubt he feels inside of him. But really, Meruem is the one to blame. Like, he's the one going against his duty, let's say.
Is nature.
Yeah.
You can say it like that.
But that's a good thing, but for Pouf it's just confusing, because he feels the need to protect his king, but then he's constantly trying to prove to himself, oh no, like, he won't be with Komugi, he won't be with that girl. So he knows he's there. He guessed it, like, oh, it makes sense that he would be with Komugi, but he still goes against his sense of, his what his brain is telling him, and he's going with what his instincts should be telling him. Like, no, the king is doing, what he should be doing. He's in his room,
waiting, sitting in his room, doing whatever he wants in his room, not with that girl.
Yeah, so he's going against what his brain is telling him, and it's messing everything up, and he feels bad about it. But now, I mean, he's very obsessed with the king, and now we're stopping him from going there, so he will lash out. He was very polite at first, like, would you let me go? I need to go to my king. Like, he's very nice, but Morel is stopping him from going, so...
Yeah, is they gonna say please twice?
I don't know how, I mean, maybe Morel is the best fighter to fight him, with his smoke screen and his illusions and stuff. Pouf is also using illusions and hypnosis, and it relies on sight and stuff, so maybe Morel can do something against his abilities, but we don't know much about Pouf in a fighting situation, so...
No, we don't.
We'll have to wait and see how that goes, but he's gonna be disturbed. I don't know, like... I hope he's not as strong as we should expect him to be, considering Morel is not at 100%, but I should not, it's not a good idea to underestimate the guards.
Well, to be fair with you, I don't know if what I'm thinking is true, but I think that the order by which the guards were born, like Neferpitou, Shia Pouf, and Youpi. I'm expecting that Youpi is gonna be the strongest of them all, and then you got Pouf and you got Neferpitou.
His ability,
that's what I'm thinking. Maybe I'm wrong,
but the thing with for Youpi, for example, his ability is strong, his power is great, but his intelligence is nothing. So I think where Youpi is the weakest, his brain, Pouf is the best. He's very intelligent, but his ability is a bit lacking, perhaps, whereas Youpi's fighting ability is amazing, and Neferpitou is a good mix. But her weakness is she's a cat. Basically, she is
so she's
volatile. She's volatile, basically. Her emotions and her bloodlust and stuff, that's kind of what's driving her. So she's I wouldn't say she's good. She's easy to manipulate. she could be a bit, she could surprise us because of how, she doesn't act in a way we would expect. But she could also cross many lines, and that could end up being her undoing.
True.
I mean, she did kill Kite without thinking, and now the consequences are coming back to hit her in the form of Gon.
She just didn't care about killing that guy.
No, but I mean, she didn't think. That's the thing. She didn't think. She uses her instincts as the plan to follow. It's her map. It's her compass, instinct. So she didn't think about consequences. She didn't think it, maybe not killing him would have been better than killing him because something was obviously going on. She just lashed out because she felt power and she went for it. And again, she acted rashly when they were attacked at the palace. She didn't think about her duty, not necessarily. She tried to protect the palace, but she didn't think about, maybe these guys knew what they were doing because they are literally attacking the palace, so you should probably wait and see. She attacked right away, and because of that, she lost a lot of time.
True.
She was sent away and then having to come back and stuff. That's the reason why the king was attacked over there.
Yeah, she's more an instinct.
Yeah, she's rash in her actions, so I mean she will remind me a bit of Gon when he's lost himself. So that will be interesting in a fight. We'll see which one, can keep his wits and strategize better.
True.
Because it's just raw strength at this point. Now, to me, Neferpitou is a good mix of the two, though. So that's why I feel like she might be more dangerous. But we'll see.
Because she got the brawn and the wits?
A bit of both, yeah. So that's why I'm like, Youpi's I feel like he's all brawn. And Pouf is all brains. But then, like I said, we haven't seen him fight, so we don't know how he's gonna, do.
I just know that he's gonna be graceful about it.
And cry. For sure. Alright.
But I did make a comment that, technically, for Pouf, that the king wasn't acting as it should be, because he was going against his nature. But if you think about it, technically the king is a mix-up of many different animals and human parts.
A lot of humans.
So is it really against his nature, though? To care for other people?
No, but those guards were born to serve a king that does his duty, and he is not following the description that they were supposed to
destroy
serve.
humanity, play shogi,
No, but his status,
eat raw flesh.
His status can only exist if he keeps it up, basically. Yeah. If he shows if he starts empathizing with humans, he can't be as strong as he's meant to be. Because, I mean, not that, showing feelings and stuff is a weakness, but you can't feel bad for the ones you're meant to destroy. Because you'll stop. You won't do that. If you start questioning what power is, if you start questioning who you are and what you're meant to do, then how are you supposed to completely believe that you're supposed to be the king and that what you're doing is the right way to go? But you're gonna start questioning everything. You're gonna basically screw it all up.
To be fair, though, this is gonna be fucked up. But us as human, we eat meat, but we do feel bad for
not everyone.
Well, some of us.
Not everyone, and that's why some of us don't eat meat because they feel bad for the cows.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't think this will matter because we're fighting them right now. They're supposed to be dead after this, so I don't think there will be time.
Hopefully they'll be dead.
We don't have time. We set those pieces. We know what they bring has their background. We know what they bring with their feelings and what they've been through and what state of mind they're in. Now, what's up for them to do is just fight our characters, and we'll see how everything falls together. And
you know what? Yeah. You said that maybe you think that Youpi is gonna be not the strongest, but more the smartest. But one thing that we do...
Well, his emotions are controlling him right now, so I don't know.
They are, but the fact that he cares so much for his king, if you compare it to Neferpitou or even
they
Youpi,
do care. They just don't show it as much.
They do care, but I believe that for Pouf, well, I'm gonna call him Shia. That's better. Shia. Pouf. Shia Pouf. I do believe that maybe the fact that he loves so much his king, he wants to be so much by his side, that's gonna be a problem for Morel in the fight. because we do say that most of the time when you're not strong enough against an opponent, it's your will and the fact that you want to protect someone that makes you stronger. So
well, then in that case,
you got it right there.
In that case, so you say he's gonna go all out and keep it up as long as he's separated with his king.
Yeah.
Till he gets to his king. So then, if his king dies before him, that's all we need. He'll take himself out. I would expect that, honestly. So anyway, the fights have started. I'm very excited. I'm a bit scared. More for certain characters than for others. I feel like some will do better than the others. I don't know where Killua is gonna go because he has to catch up. And he needs to find Gon first, and I don't know if... Because, I mean, this whole battle is happening really fast. Yeah. Meleoron hasn't taken a breath yet.
You can keep it up for like 2 minutes?
More than much, but that's not much. That's not a long time. So everything is happening so fast, and so that means that a lot can happen between Gon and Neferpitou before Killua makes it there. If he goes there, because he's surrounded too. Like, there are chimeras everywhere. Yeah. So now that he's stopped himself from following and he's behind a little bit, anything could happen.
Oh my gosh, you're right.
So we will see next episode.
Yeah, but just before that, I just want to go back with Meruem, Netero, and the grandpa just walking up casually. Like, they know that they are strong, that nothing can bother them, and...
Well, I mean, no, it's not that nothing can bother them.
No, but
it's
I mean...
just that...
They're following the king to fight outside.
Yeah.
But when you're that strong, you can care less to just walk out to your battleground,
The king won't let anyone other than himself fight these guys anyway, so yeah. Anyway, I'm very excited for Gon's face-off with Neferpitou, how they're all gonna react to Komugi and how the others are gonna fare against the two other guards. So we'll jump to the next episode. I did say a lot of and I mean this episode, so I'm sorry if it got weird. But
well, sometimes you mean stuff and you say it.
I was about to say I mean again. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this episode with us. If you want to see the next one right away, it's already on Patreon. The link is in the description below.
And if you don't, the next one will be out on YouTube next week, guys. So stay tuned and see you next week.
Bye.
Bye, guys.